Right, folks, well, hello and good afternoon and welcome to the show today. It is Podhub Media Productions here at the Aurfest Festival in Bellurgan Park. We're here and we're talking to some of the acts, some of the comedians, some of the bands and the artists to find out what it's like to be in the industry and how you get into some of these industries. So today we're joined by a real character. We've got Joe Irish and he's the MC for the comedy stage. So introduce yourself and say hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
There we go.
That's all. Thanks for having me. I'm Joe Irish. I'm the host here and the MC for the Friday and the Saturday. Delighted to be part of this first festival. Hopefully I have many festivals. So yeah, I'm just delighted to be here. I suppose when I was asked to do with MC, it's what I do a lot because I run a comedy club in the city centre, so that's what I'm doing mostly, is hosting, MCing, so yeah, I love it, it's great.
And you're right, it's a very unique festival. It's set in obviously a beautiful setting like that, Bellurgan Park, we're hearing that there, so it's atmospheric. You've been introducing the different comedians, we've been watching you on and off and stuff like that there, so what's it been like on the comedy stage this past couple of days? What's the festival been like for you?
Yeah, so this is like for the first year. Don't get me wrong. I've not been at the first year of a lot of festivals, but like I didn't know what to expect being the first year, and it's been like, listen, this is mostly Dundalk people, and they're super sound. Honestly, for like, listen, I'm gonna say it. Being from Joestown, I don't get felt welcome most places I go. Do you know what I mean? When I look like this, or try to talk like this, I don't get made welcome. But over here, everyone's been super sound, and it's been such a good festival. And the lineup of comedians that the guys booked was amazing. So it's just good to be part of that. So yeah, we're happy. We had a great day yesterday. It wasn't that many here. And then today was proper full tilt. We had a good. I think we had everyone from the festival at the stage. So, and everyone rocked it. I mean, like every comedian that was there did really well. Even there was an open mic part at the start of it. They actually arranged to have like some newer comedians on, and they smashed it. Which I always make a joke because I'm hosting. I always make a joke at the start when it's MCing open mics. I say, "Oh, we're in for the good." So, like, you're gonna have good comedians and you're gonna have comedians. So am I allowed to say that? No. Yeah. Which is always funny. So.
Just remember, the cleaner you keep this, the further we can push it out.
Listen, I'm super clean. I'm super clean.
Of course you are. Yeah, we've heard you. But come here, Joe. Look, we've interviewed a few comedians here, and a couple of them have alluded to they're in the industry because of you. Believe it or not, actually, you know, even we were surprised. But we heard you've got a long history in the industry. You run a club in Dublin. So tell us a little bit for the viewers at home. We want to give them a bit of an insight. How do you start as a comedian? How do you get into the industry, and what's it like?
Yeah, wow. So that's like nice that the other comedians have said that. It really is. It's sort of like, it's very humbling that to know that they're looking at me like that. So I suppose starting out, I was giving some fella advice earlier. He's a right character, he's around here somewhere, but he's like, all right, loads of jokes. I was like, just get up on the stage, just do it. I believe every person has comedian inside them. Every person is. You talk to your father, your mother, your sister, your postman. Everyone's a character. It's about getting on stage, having the guts to get up there and try it. And you're not going to be good all the time, but if you can be funny and nurture that into something great. So I suppose I had a funny bone. I've always had good memory with good stories. If someone told me something funny, I always relate it back to the lads in the pub. That's where it started for me. And they'd be like, "Oh, Joe, tell them what happened today, man," and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm already doing stand-up in the bar with the lads without a stage or a mic. And then what happened was, in my local Jobestown house, there was a comedy show on once a month, and the owner was like, "What do you think?" Because he knew I was quite a character type of guy. He was like, "Do you think these are funny?" I was like, "Yeah, they're funny." He goes, "Would you do it?" And I said, "Yeah." And then he goes, "Right, we'll put you on next month." And then he was putting me on, and I said I didn't want to do it because I got nervous, and I was like, no. And he said, what if I do a competition? This is my local. This was 11, nearly 12 years ago. The owner of the Jobestown, John Cabroid, he said, "I'm going to do a competition for locals, just for people from Jobestown, Kilnarden, anywhere in Tallaght, no experience." And so there's 12 people, myself included, 11 others, went on, and it was knockout stages, and I won it. I won it.
Okay.
And it was packed everywhere, and it was a knockout stage over a few weeks, and I won it. And from winning that, I got 3 gigs in Dublin City Centre. I got a gig in the International, the Bankers and the Crunch. And one of my first gigs outside there was with Jason Bourne and PJ Gallagher. They were on the bill, and I was like really drunk out of nerves before I got on stage. There's a photograph on my Facebook, my Instagram, TikTok. I'm in between the two of them like that, and I'm asking them advice. I'm like, any advice? And they're like, yeah, try don't get pissed. Try don't get pissed, be a good one. And then I was like, when did you stop being nervous? And they were like, the day you stop being nervous is the day you stop doing comedy. I said, nah. And so that's always stayed with me, and I'm going to give anyone advice. You're doing comedy, if you were nervous, it's good, keeps you on your toes. You need nerves, because otherwise you're just going to be, there's a thin line between being confident and cocky. No one likes someone cocky. Confidence is good. So anyway, so I won that. Then I started doing gigs. I went to the town, I was hooked. I was going to the town all the time. As many open mics, I was doing as many as I could. And I was doing it, and then I started running comedy clubs in Tallaght. I started putting on the shows, and then inviting the likes of Willa White and Eric Lawler, comedians that I knew, who I looked up to, down, and I was hosting. And I found out then I was good with audiences. I was good bouncing back and forward. I'm a good way about it, I suppose. It came natural to me. Then I was asked to take over the Wool Shed as a comedy club. Someone left. Al Porter was running that, and he was running that, and he was becoming really famous, and he got a job on the radio, and I got a phone call, said, do you want to take over? And I took over there, and then I took over the Halfpenny Bridge, which is that's like iconic to every comedian in the country. Every comedian in the country has done the Halfpenny, the Battle of the Axe. And when the guy who was running that was leaving, I was asked to take over, which again I was like, wow. And I took over, and I was running the Halfpenny Comedy Club, and like that, a lot of comedians that come in, we did the open mics, and they all came through it. And like, you don't even realise yourself progressing. And from me progressing, then I was getting bigger venues, I was getting booked for gigs in England, and then I was getting booked. And then from that gig, from the Halfpenny and doing the interaction, I was a famous comedian from America come over to do the Vicar Street, Mark Normand.
Right, okay, that's a while ago.
Mark Normand has a Netflix special. So he was coming to Vicar Street, and he mailed the club, and he was like, can I do comedy in the Halfpenny? Because it's in Temple Bar. Now, we didn't tell Mark. He thought he was doing comedy in the Temple Bar to Irish people. Irish people don't go to Temple Bar. It's just tourists. I didn't say that to him though. He was like, he wanted to get the Irish shit. So he came, and I ended up open for Mark Normand in the Halfpenny. And because the word got out, the guy who was in the audience was from MCD Promotions.
Right.
And he was like, I was like kicking them, fucking, not kicking them literally, but boom, 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 boom. Him and his brother were on laughing, and the guy approached me and said, I'm from MCD Promotions. We'd love you to do a show with us. And then that was it. I was booked for the Ambassador, got gigs in the Olympia, Vicar Street with other comedians. So, and the following week, the American football teams come over to play in the Aviva. It happens every year, right? It's again 23rd of August this year. I'm going to be in town doing a gig because the Americans are mental. Right. So what happened is, I was doing a gig, and this American dude came up to me, and he was like, oh my God, you're so amazing and super sexy. No, I didn't say the sexy bit. He just said, you're so amazing. I love your comedy. We love you in Boston. And I was like, what? And he goes, there's my card. And he goes, give me a contact. I'm going back to Boston. He goes, he love you. So I took the card, put it in my pocket, forgot about a month later, I looked at the card and I mailed him, Chris. And he got on to me and he goes, oh my Joe, we got to get you over to Boston. Let me connect you with Shelby Elwin from Waikiki. I'm like, relax, I'm just in Jobstown. So I'm like, just tell Shelby Elwin to give me a shout when she gets back from Waikiki. I'm going to be in the Jobstown house having a few points. And she did. And they booked me flights, accommodation, boom, over to Boston, 3 venues. Made a connection. These are big in Boston. So that's a nice little connection that we've got going on. And so, and then I did my own show. And then my show, if you want to come and see Joe Irish show, it's called Rapunzel, surprise, surprise. Because I was in Turkey. Can you throw a ding in? Ding! right? I don't know how good your editing fella is. Ding, ding. And I went to Tokyo, got my hair transplant, and I got the teeth done. And your mum was like, what colour do you want your teeth? And I was unsure because there's Hollywood white, Ballymun brown, and Tala yellow. I was like, I just wanted to match my legs. You got them bad boys in. So I don't know if you look really closely, there's freckles on the back of my teeth. So that's it, yeah. So that's where I'm at now. I'm doing my gigs, and I'm doing the Civic Theatre. I don't know when this is or where it's going. I'm doing the Civic Theatre the 9th of July. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm Joe Erdish on Instagram and TikTok. Joe Dowling. It's spelled wrong here, by the way. That's Joe Dowling. That's how the taxman spells it. If I'm not paying tax, I spell it differently. I dropped it. Can I move it?
No, not really. No, don't move it. No,
right.
No. We see you down there. We see you down there. We see you down there.
Is, it's Joe down with G.
Yeah.
But I wanted to drop an E because I'm at a festival. But we dropped the G, so it's Joe Dowling without the G. And then, because I'm doing all the gigs in America, because I'm doing the gigs in town, it's all foreigners. It's all like the English Americans, and they're like, Joe what? Joe Dowling? And they were coming to me show throwing knickers at me because they thought it was Joe Dowling. And I was like,
I must have been embarrassing for the fellas.
Well, I don't know. They were looking for more.
Or no show like a Joe show is not to say.
No show. So that's why I changed my name to Joe Erdish. Right, yeah. Because, oh my God, it's so easy to remember. I said, I hope so.
Yeah. Very good. Joe, you're a character and a half, I have to say. There's a brilliant story there where you come in with the different clubs and you went to the different clubs and that there. But if you were giving advice to somebody getting into comedy now, what would you be saying to them, and how would they go into the first couple of steps? You've been there.
If I was going to give someone who's getting into comedy now some advice, don't cross me.
You're well connected at this stage.
Don't cross me, right? I'm a nice guy, but I don't forget. No, just do it. Just do it. Yeah. Like, you listen, who knows? You could be there. I don't know, and I still don't know. This is not... When other people are telling you, oh, you gave me this opportunity, or you went to Boston, or you're doing the shows, or MCD. Yeah. People are... This is... And it sounds like... I don't even know how you explain it. So, people who I'm fans of, like I go to festivals all the time. Have you heard of Belters Only? You know them? Have you heard Belters Only? The top DJs, these guys all over the world, right? I beat the residencies. They can't get to that gigs, they're so loud. I'm in the Laughter Lounge doing a gig, gets a tap on the shoulder, I turn around. The man says, can't wait to see you, you're funny, a really funny guy, I can't wait to see you. Yeah. I says, you look like you're a man from Belters Only, and the fella beside me goes, that is, Robbie G is a fan of me. Right. So it's stuff like that. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, we're at another festival and you better and get me girlfriend's getting a photograph. Yup. So, sorry, who cares? It's a festival. It's lucky this guy got me where we could talk. That's all I gotta say.
We don't get this guy in another half an hour. There's no interview.
Hell, you know, we'd be like, I'd be licking a microphone. What is that? Can I have a little?
You want to hit him with it?
Anyway, so we were at a festival 2 weeks ago, and Al Gibbs, Al Gibbs is a famous Irish DJ. He's on FM 104 every Friday, Freaks on Friday. He plays old school dance music, right? And me and Sarah, my girlfriend, partner, love of my life, best woman I've ever met in the whole entire world, right? Me and her are big fans, and 2 weeks ago we were in Beyond the Pale. And we're in the artist area because I'm sort of a big deal, right? And sorry.
That's why we're interviewing you, Joe.
Oh my God, you up? So I'm double you up, yup. So I'm in the Beyond the Pale, and I was like, the guy that we're with, and he was like, Al Gibbs is here, and I was like, yes, Al Gibbs, we're going to go and see him. We'll go into the tent and watch him. And he goes, no, he wants to meet you. And I went, what? And he goes, the guy who we are with was a DJ, but he's only starting out. He goes, I told Al Gibbs that we were with Joe Erdish, and Al Gibbs watches your videos. And I was like, what? I was like, shut that front door. And then as we walked over, he came out and he was like, he recognised me, and I was like, it was nuts. That blew me away. And then I was backstage with the guy while he was doing his gig. And so that, like, that, now I feel like I'm, you know what I mean? But I don't have a goal. That's another thing. I'm going to give you advice. Don't, maybe have a goal, but me, I don't. I'm just going that little bit each time.
So that's the strategy, Joe. Because I was asking different people this, like, well, you see, you've got a longevity. You've got a, you know what I mean. So, like, for other people who just haven't got that yet at the minute, you know what I mean. What does it take to get that longevity? You know, your strategy. Where is it actually going, or are you just bit by bit?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not looking to go anywhere. I'm realistic. I'll probably stay in this field for the rest of my life. I love it here. I know, no, but it's great atmosphere. But just enjoy the journey. Everything that I've done in them little, I was loving running the club. I was loving emceeing that little gig. I was loving getting a gig with him in the Vicar Street. Oh, I'm in the Olympia. The best it was for me. Do you know the Olympia in Dublin? 1,300 seater. I supporting Will White, like a brother he is to me. This is a great comedian. And at this stage now, I'm thinking I'm Billy Big Bollocks, right? I probably have to bleep that out, right? So I'm there's a queue in the Olympia, and they're all in the barrier, and they know me now from Instagram and TikTok. So I'm walking up, and I have my phone, so I'm going up the alley of the Olympia. I'm like, oh, just doing a TikTok. I'm like, yeah, George, I'm one day going in to do a gig. And I'm walking past everyone in the queue. And as I walked up, the bouncers stopped me. They're like, where are you going? I was like, oh, I'm going in. They're like, no, you're not. I got refused from your own gig. And everyone in the audience, in the queue, are roaring. They're like, ah! Laughing at me. And I was like, what? I was like, I got them on video. It's on me. If you want to see it, go with me TikTok. You'll see me getting refused from the Olympia. You have my own gig, man. But what's happening now, which is annoying, every time I go to a place in Dublin, the bouncers are like, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm going in there. And they're like, no, you're not. I'm like, dress. And they're like, I'm pulling out my phone and getting out the poster. And they're only winding me up. All the bouncers know that I got refused. And they're all like, no, you're not. And I'm like, there, look, I'm on the wall somewhere. Look, that's me. And I go, oh,
Brilliant.
So I don't know, but enjoy the journey. Any comedians, just enjoy it day by day, gig by gig. You have nerves. Nerves are good. Keeps you on your toes. The day you're not nervous is the day you give it up. And just look, and if you do it, if you do the comedy after seeing this and these guys and this whole, and then you meet me along the way, tell me that you're seeing this and you joined it because of this. I'd love to have that. I'd love for someone to come up to me and go, oh, you seen that interview in Dundalk where you were almost licking the mic because you took too many aspirin, yeah, just when I needed them, aspirin.
Joe,
it's a pleasure. I love this festival. This is going to be back next year, I can tell, and I'd love to host it again next year. I'd love.
So where can we see you next year? Where are we seeing you the next few months? What does that look like? You bring it out in tour?
Yeah, so I'm in Mullingar. I'm in the Columbia Bar. I'm in Wexford. I think it's the Arts Centre in Wexford. I'm in Fermoy, the Riverdale and the River Fermoy. I've a good few gigs in around the country, and then I'm in the Civic Theatre, which is my own show with Rapunzel, July 19th, and then the 16th of October, I think, I'm in the Laughter Lounge. Again, that's my own show in the Laughter Lounge. And then I'm also putting together right now, I'm writing a show called Banter. Because I always have great banter with the audience. I did my gig 2 weeks ago. What's up? All right, what's happening? She doesn't. So I did my gig about 2 weeks ago in the Axis. And I had all my material ready to do it, and it was like, and I only did a quarter of the material because it was such a good crack with the. Listen, you were in Ballymun. There was 4 brothers. They had the same dad but different mas. It was nuts. This is getting posted, by the way, on my TikTok. You will see it. Your mom, what was it like, Sarah, wasn't he? Your mom was 6'8", and I said, where are you from? He goes, I'm from Cork. And I said, all right, who are you with? He goes, I'm with my brother. And your mom said, I'm his brother. And your mom was from fucking Dublin, right? And I said, who's the other 2? And they're his brothers. I said, they're not all brothers. They had one dad and 4 mans. I don't know.
I'll tell you, Joe, you've been absolutely fantastic, giving us great insights into the industry and stuff like that. So if people want to book you and they want to get in contact, where can we find you?
You can probably find me. I'm probably gonna be down at the main stage. Licking it. I believe that they're not hay bales. What are these? Someone said it's manure or something, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Fermented. If you're looking for you, want to find me. Possibly Mountjoy Prison. No, I have.
You're a regular there, yeah?
Oh yeah, I've done a gig there last year. Did I tell you that?
No, you didn't. Go on, tell us about going to a gig in Mountjoy.
This is the best. We'll go now. Yeah, they're all over that. So waiting this. Don't eyeball me over. We're waiting to get over to Mushrooms. She's looking at me for. Sorry. Go away for a second. I did a gig in Mountjoy Prison last year, and they asked me to go into the Mountjoy Prison, and they asked me to do an hour of comedy, and I didn't want to do an hour. I was like, I don't want to do a full hour. I can't 11:30 in the morning to 150 men. And the warden says, what if you do a half an hour of comedy and you could call out the bingo numbers for the other half an hour? And I was like, what are you on about? And they're like, yeah, we want to do bingo. I said, do you like bingo at Mountjoy? They said, love bingo. They get out of their cell, they get the books, they get the pens, they win prizes like shanks and stuff. Cigarette papers now. So I went into the bingo at Mountjoy, but I wrote my own references because I didn't want to do, what's your director's name? Dave. What's it, Dave? I didn't want to do regular, do you know regular bingo numbers, Dave? Do you know like two little ducks, quack, quack, legs 11? I didn't want to be doing that to like hardened criminals, drug dealers. Yeah. So I wrote my own references. Do you want to hear some? Go on, what were they? I'm going to give 1 to 10. Here's my bingo reference from Mountjoy Prison. This is true. Sawn off shotgun, number 1. You know, because get on the fucking floor, right? I started sniffing glue, number 2. I miss the smell of number 3. Because it's a male prison, isn't it? It is a male prison. Watch your back door, number 4. Because of the 6. Possession with the intent to supply, number 5. Too many dicks, number 6. That's because of the 6. I sent someone to heaven, number 7. That's quite sinister, isn't it? It's a bit. I'm in love with my cellmate, number 8, you know, because of the sex. Pillow biting time, number 9. Because of the sex. I'll never do it again, number 10. That's me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go and over there because...
We'll wrap it up from there, guys. Thanks very much, Joe. You've been an absolute legend. Absolute legend.